Bedhead, bedbeard. It's early. It's 7 o'clock. I've actually been up since 6, but I had to get coffee going. Some other stuff. If you have been a long-time follower of my channel, you'll know that Lord of the Rings Online is my jam. This is my main MMORPG. I've played it every year since launch. My brother and I play this game almost every year for our winter gaming sessions. This year was an exception because we decided to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I've got a huge Lord of the Rings Online playlist here. I've got the LOTRO Cooking in Real Life show. LOTRO is a good game for me. Now, this year, with our gaming community, we played EverQuest 2 for the past few months since Thanksgiving. We're still in EverQuest 2. Our first official raid for the Rise of Kunark Mythical Expansions is on February 3rd, next week. So we're still in EQ2. That's still the main jam right now. But we will be winding down by the end of February over there, and we're going to be bringing the community here to the Laurelin server, where we have a guild already set up and established. My brother and I have been here for a while. We also have characters in a guild on Lendroval, but we wanted to do Laurelin for the RP server I want to say 3 years ago. So we kind of moved our operations here. And that's where we're going to be doing things with our guild. So if you want to join us for that, feel free. Links to the Discord are down below, but we're not officially starting here until late February, early March. However, I think half a dozen people or so have already created characters, got them into the guild, have been playing here, experimenting with classes. Chris tried LOTRO for the first time yesterday, and we will eventually be streaming the sessions that we play together, just like we do with EQ2. In the meantime, if you've watched my streams before for LOTRO, I have Renfail the Hunter on another server on Landroval. And he's like 84 or something towards the middle or latter part of Rohan, which is the farthest I've ever gotten in that game. In this game, I should say. Anyway, I wanted to roll him on this server so that I have a new character, a new version of him. I don't know what I'm going to be playing with the guild coming up. Probably a little bit of everything. I've got a lore master here. I've got minstrel. I've got my old warden. I've got my old champion. I've got a lot of stuff. So I started off in Laurelin. When I first played LOTRO, I was living in Bulgaria when this game came out. And I started in Laurelin because this was the roleplay server for the European servers. So I've just always liked this server, and I have all of my original characters on the original account, which is actually the account that my wife's playing on. This was my US-based account, which I think got started a little bit later. But Chris's account is the one, like, we were looking through it yesterday. She's got all the old Rohan pre-order stuff. Yeah, there's some cool cosmetics. The horse that she has in her inventory is the Rohan pre-order horse. Anyway, I have nothing else to do this morning. Chris is not awake yet. She won't be up for another 2-3 hours. And I was going to level up my character to get him into the guild because you got to get past the intro to Archet. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stream this morning. Nothing else to do. Yeah, no worries, Gila, man. It's don't. Yeah, this isn't meant to be something until after we finish Kunark. And to be honest with you, I was thinking about this last night. I know the tentative plan is, you know, we'll play LOTRO for 3 or 4 months, then we'll see about doing EverQuest 1 for people who have never done it. But I'm also going to keep, just like with here, I keep the guild hall updated and the upkeep paid so that anytime we want to come back, if people want to join us, we can. I really want to play Velius in EverQuest 2. Like, I really want to do it. But I know people after 3 or 4 months tend to get burned out, so it's a good chance to step away from EverQuest 2 for a few months, go do something else. When we finish up with LOTRO later on this summer, we'll take a look at, do we go back to EverQuest? Do we go to EverQuest 1 for people who haven't ever played it, or do we go back to EverQuest 2 and pick up where we left off and go do the Velius content? Either way, at some point later this year, we'll probably be back in EQ2. I don't know if it'll be before or after we do EverQuest 1. But yeah, don't bother about switching. I know some people have already switched and have been playing more LOTRO than EQ2 because they're bored and they got burned out on EQ2. I have not burned out on EQ2. However, I want to get things set up and prepped. I actually literally just got the subs started for these two characters, and I'm actually going to do a name change on the guild if I can, because we had it set up as the Blackbirds, because that was before we had established the Raven Syndicate. There's a similarity in names there. There's lore reasons for that. But anyway, I got everything subbed up this morning. And I was going to do this for my personal enjoyment, but since it's Saturday, Chris isn't up to do our EQ2 stream this morning, which that'll happen like 10 or 11 o'clock probably. I was like, screw it, I'm going to go stream. Alright. I gotta remember what to do here in Archet. Alright, I know we just finished the quick little introduction to rescue. We bought Amdir out.
Thank goodness you're awake. That fellow Amdir seems very ill.
You were exhausted after what happened last night, but that ranger got us all safe to Archet in the end. I am terribly worried for his friend, though. Amdir looks so very ill. You can check on him if you like. He's just over there to the west. Do you see him there across the lane? I do.
Do not trouble yourself on my account. It is only a chill.
It's only a flesh wound. The blade of the Black Rider pierced only my shoulder, though not deeply. I am chilled, but it is no matter. Thank you for your concern, but it is Strider for whom I fear. He is charged with a great task, but he tarries for my sake, and for Archet's. Amdir assures you that he is well, but he is deathly pale, and trembles with chill.
There are too many deeds to be done, all pressing, and none of them easy.
Renfail, Amdir is right. I am torn asunder. I do not wish to leave him in this state, but Archet must be warned that the Blackwolves mean to raid the town. I should be seeking a different Baggins right now. Ragged leather shirt, yes.
Perhaps you can help, my friend. Captain Brackenbrook will not heed my warnings.
The people of Archet will be in great danger when the Blackwolves execute the plan we witnessed last night. The captain here, a man named Brackenbrook, does not like my look and will not heed my warnings. Pray, speak to him on my behalf and see if you can rouse him. Every moment I spend here is a moment in which my true charge plunges blindly nearer to unfathomable peril. The Black Rider you saw last night seeks a Baggins, and our friend Mundo is not the one. Alright. I got a new chest piece. Look at all these. I'm not opening these bags on stream. That's an hour-long deal sorting out all my anniversary boxes.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
Hell, you're just a stubborn old man. I let him stay on account of the Pale One's wounds. You say the Blackwolves mean to attack us, but I do not believe it. Not without proof. Those brigands have always been about. They're an unruly lot, but not murderous. I'll not be attacking them without good reason. If you must, talk to folks around town and get their opinions. If they are on your side, I will consider the ranger's warning. Captain Brackenbrook does not believe the Blackwolves are a threat. Them Blackwolves ain't done nothing but a bit of thievery now and again. They're a nuisance, nothing more.
What do you need?
If Captain Brackenbrook says we're safe, then we're safe. He's always done a fine job of protecting our village. Why would the Blackwolf Warders suddenly attack us now? Kate Henseed believes Archet is safe from danger. What does Peg Pruner think?
What can I do for you?
I see that your friend is wounded. I hope it was not the Blackwolves that did it to him. But I trust in Captain Brockenbrook, for he has always kept us safe since he took charge of Archet. I won't argue with the captain, but I will help the injured fellow in any way I can. Constable Thistlewood, what say you?
Hello there.
You think the Blackwolves mean to attack us? Don't be absurd. They harbour no love for us, but they haven't got a leader, and they fight more amongst themselves than they do with outsiders. They couldn't raid a squirrel's nest, let alone our town. So he also believes Archet is safe from danger. Okay, so doing voices is provoking my cough. That's fun. Ooh, that sounds cool, Gila. Have them start reading Lord of the Rings, and then log into the game. See, that's where Chris was yesterday. So she knows nothing about EverQuest 2 lore, but she's been having fun playing EverQuest 2. When she logged in yesterday to try this, there was, she was a little frustrated in the beginning learning some of the controls, but once she got past the controls, and when she met Strider, P.S. That's one of the reasons I had her start a human, was because I knew she would meet Strider right away. And she was like, oh, because she knows this character. She hasn't read the books, but she's watched the movies a bunch of times. So it was like, oh, now I know. Oh, okay.
Alas for peaceful folk everywhere. It is an enormous task to convince them that evil people with evil intentions will commit evil deeds.
It seems that I cannot leave yet. Amdir needs my help, and I have pressing work to do in Archet to get these people ready for the impending storm. If you help me, perhaps I can leave before tonight.
Before you try to fight, you must learn what skills you may from the trainer.
Alright, so he wants me to go talk to the trainer. I love that line he says in the previous quest. Evil people. What did he say? I gotta scroll up now. Oh my goodness, I need to turn off looking for fellowship and world chat. Looking for fellowship, world, because that's just gonna fill my chat box with spam. Oh, I guess it's not gonna show it to me here. But he does that line about evil people doing evil deeds, and it's just, I love that line. Alright, hunter trainer. Yep.
I take a moment
I'm
of your
not
time?
reading the voiceovers for these because this is a generic quest of this is how you play the game. I do need to adjust the sound a little bit, it looks like. Audio. It's probably combat sounds. It is. Okay, we got that. Oops. Finish our quest here.
How can I be of service?
I will take the dagger, I think. Yeah, that sword is horrific. New bow. New dagger. Dull knife. Versus, what's this one? Those both look hideous. What is this one? Oh, that one's kind of cool. So we'll have this one set up as the cosmetic in a bit. Alright.
Do you feel confident in what you have learned?
You're about to take on a most perilous task. If we fail, I fear that ruin will come to more towns than Archet alone. The Black Rider has sought the influence of Angmar has brought the influence of Angmar to our very doorstep, Renfail. So much is at stake this day. Are you ready to begin your great venture?
Dear, my poor old friend. A shadow has crept over him.
The Black Rider that stabbed him is more fell than any creature you will meet in your travels. We have little time, and we must stretch what time we have by doing two things at once. Amdir needs medicine, Renfail, and quickly. Do you know the plant called Kingsfoil? It has a great power to heal. You should ask Captain Brockenbrook if he knows of any that grows in these parts. Offer him assistance as well if it does not take you too far into the way. We must begin to work on him. Perhaps he will look more kindly upon you after you do him a good deed. Alright. That's the other thing I like about this game. I always feel more comfortable doing voiceovers in this game.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
I do a little bit of voiceovers in EverQuest too, but they have a lot more voice acting, so I don't have to do as much. I don't have to do any in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Kingsfall, eh? 'Tis a nice leafy plant that grows around Bronway's Folly, ruined south of here. Help yourself to as much as you'd like, we've no use for it. As far as your offer of assistance, I'll take you up on it. We're always in need of able hands, and you might as well earn your keep while you stay with us. My best man, Calder Cobb, is having trouble with wolves of late. Perhaps you can help him on your way to do your gardening job for the Ranger. Sure thing. Do, 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 do. I kind of feel like I can turn the music up or the volume up a little bit because I don't have everybody else in voice chat. Calder Cobb.
Well, well, if it isn't the rumour monger.
I've heard all about you, Renvale. As you can see for yourself, there aren't no brigands causing problems. It's the wolves that threaten us lately. They seem to have gathered round Bronway's Folly, especially about the top of them ruins. Brackenbrook sent you to assist me, and assist me you shall. I'd like you to look into this wolf problem we're having. Sure thing, buddy. Where are the ruins? Over there. Alright, King's Foil. Alright. Got a wolf we can take care of. And I will definitely be going blue line with this guy. So I'm basically just replicating the hunter that I have on Landroval, the other server. But I just wanted to get this guy leveled up just enough to get him past Archet so that I can get him invited into the guild. Because I don't plan on playing this guy at the moment. I don't plan on playing him outside of the guild groups. But I won't know that until we get wrapped up with EverQuest 2. So once we hit March, excuse me, residual cough there. I need one more wolf because I have the Lore Master and Minstrel on the server that were my mains before, and I would like to continue with those if possible. Search atop the ruins. Blackwall Banner. The Wolfmaster approaches. You must defeat him. Calder Cobb told me you'd be making a visit. You'll be sorry for sticking your nose where it don't belong. Well, you know what, buddy? You just... And the major difference is that on the other server, on Landroval server, my hunter is a elf, not a human. But I want to try something different here. Okay. Calder Cobb, who is Brackenbrook's most trusted soldier. Oh, I just broke my leg, probably. Yep. Turns out he's a traitor. I should probably get this shared out on social media. So after I wrap this up, when we get back here, I'll share this out on Twitter.
Impossible! A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master?
Bah! I'd kill you myself if that fool Dirk Mudbrick weren't watching. No matter. I do not fear exposure. Brockenbrook will never believe you. He thinks I've served him loyally since I was but a lad, the old fool. Tell Brockenbrook whatever you like, but Archet will fall, and I'll make out with more gold than you can fathom. And you'll die with the rest if you don't make yourself scarce before tonight. Whew. A little bit of a hiccup going on there. Ooh, I got a new ability. Oh, it's a trap, which is useful in certain circumstances. Return to Strider with the King's Foil and your strange tale.
Calder Cobb is a traitor. Danger has found you earlier than I predicted.
Thank you for the risk you took to deliver the King's Foil. I will think upon this riddle while I prepare a salve for Amdir.
I cannot decide which is more dangerous right now. Calder Cobb's treachery, or the ignorance of Captain Brackenbrook.
If Calder Cobb is his best soldier, I know Brockenbrook will not believe that he tried to have you ambushed by a Blackwald. I did some asking around while you were gone, and there is a Blackwald brigand in the stocks across the lane from here. He's being held for highway robbery. You should question him about Calder Cobb. Okay. The interrogation. You soft fools will regret this. Us Blackwolds aren't as stupid as you think.
Oi, you there! Let me go! Calder Cobb can vouch for me!
This idiot jailer won't heed me. Otto quiets down as you tell him that you already know of Calder Cobb's treachery. So you think you know the plan? Don't be smug, it's too late. By now the gears of war be turning down in the south, and quick. Soon I'll be free, and you'll be the one in shackles. Or worse. Ned, you gonna listen to me, Ned?
What do you need?
It's good to make your acquaintance, Renvale. I noticed you were questioning Otto. Does that mean that his mutterings have been truthful? Yes, I do believe what you've come to Archet to tell. It's unprecedented, but all signs are showing that the Blackwolves mean to attack us. How is it that they have the means? If Brackenbrook does not believe you, you may tell him that I do for what it's worth. Thanks, Ned. Can I high-five you? Well, I'll at least cheer you. I just heard a kitty cat. Where's the kitty cat? Look at that dog. Oh, that's a cool pet. Can I pet his dog? Oh, I can't actually target the dog to pet it. Sad face.
How can you say this? Calder Cobb has been loyal to me since he was a boy.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, buddy.
I suppose it would be wise to investigate your claim.
Does Ned speak true of his prisoner? If so, we would be wise to investigate Otto's threat of trouble in the south. I'll not question Calder Cobb's lifetime of loyalty if there's no truth to back it up. But if you and Ned are right in your suspicion, this will be a very bad situation for us. Cal Sprigley's farm was to the south of here, near the gate to the town of Combe. If aught is going on, he'll know. And that also unlocked some side quests. But before we do, I'm going to get this stream out on Twitter and Facebook. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get this. All right. It's out on Twitter. Let's get this on. All right, looks like we're out on Twitter and Facebook. All right, let's get back to it. That's awesome, sure. I really wanted to pet Josie. I've not ever seen that particular dog. Come back. I have a really cool. Well, since we're getting back into LOTRO over the next few weeks, I'll definitely be pulling out my Lore Master and Minstrel and stuff and showing people. I have some really cool pets on my Lore Master because I have the ones that come with me and the ones obviously you can pick up the random pets. So yeah. You know, if people are going to start joining now that it's morning time or we're getting wake up, I should probably make myself a little more presentable instead of, you know, I was just bedhead before with all my friends here. There, that's an easy fix. Hat and glasses. And then we'll see what Chris wants to do when she gets up. But I'm assuming we're going to be playing EQ2 when she gets up. But we got a few hours. So, anyway. Captain Brackenbrook. Talk to him or talk to Consequence. And we got these 2 additional quests
Oh dear,
we
looks
can
so
do.
changed since last night.
I almost feel like he's not but a shadow when I look at him. Like he isn't really there. How it makes me shiver. I saw Strider make a salve of king's foil for his wound, but my Gamma always used a different remedy when a young brandybuck would get a nasty splinter. Sweet bilberry tea. I smelled bilberries down by the water, the Easter hares who passed by in the night, which means they're in season. I would dearly like to make a tea for poor Amdir. Well, we could take care of that for you, Celandine, not a problem.
Hey!
You, the big one. I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten since some woman gave me a bit of bread and jam for breakfast this morning. Such fare is hardly meant to feed a rabbit, let alone a full-grown hobbit like me. If you can get me some proper food, I'll reward you handsomely. I want something hearty and delicious. Alright. You know what? I'm about out of coffee in my Mando mug. We need some boar meat. Oh, welcome, Martok. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is the Laurelin server. Once I get out of the, or once you get out of the intro, Martok, we can get you invited into the guild. Which is why I'm playing this character this morning, because I have to get this character out of the intro so that I can get him into the guild. And I don't have a Cyrillic keyboard, so I can't type your name out. Kulaka, but it's the Laurelin server. All right, let's go over to the gate here. But before we actually go into the field, I gotta get a second cup of coffee. So I will be right back here. Gotta get some more go juice. More coffee. Chris is still in bed. Let's continue the adventure. Alright, we need boars, bilberries, and we gotta find Cal Sprigley. Who is somewhere in this direction. This is really funny. So since Chris's first MMO really was, I mean, she did dabble in WoW Classic, but really EverQuest 2 has been her first one. She has sometimes complained that the mini map and everything is not quite as newbie friendly. And sorry, I got something in my throat here. She really likes the LOTRO map. I don't know if you caught that in yesterday's little video that we did, but like the white arrow that shows you where to go, and the you know, the big golden rings. It's definitely, I could tell the difference between her being a brand new player versus me having played MMOs for 20 plus years. She really appreciates those little newbie friendly aspects. Alright, boar meat. Need a couple more of those. Like, I love the fact that there's like, and if I remember correctly, I haven't played in a while, but I think if you sit close to a chair, you'll actually sit in the chair. Now I'm on watch duty. Can I smoke my pipe here, or is it going to pull me out of the chair? Yeah, it pulls you out of the chair when you smoke. Oh well. Alright, I need one more boar. Hoot! Level 4. What did I just get? Strength stance, which I don't care about. I'll use it for now. Only because it's the only one you get, but I really want precision stance. And we will switch to that once I get it. And this guy will definitely be blue line. Okay, the bilberries are over there. I like the blue line on the hunter because it gives you the mobility to run around. I know some people like the red line if you're going to be doing raids and stuff, but I've always played very casually. I haven't done any raids in this game since probably Isengard or Mirkwood, because we were raiding full time in Moria way back in the day. And then after Moria was Mirkwood, and then Isengard, and then Rohan came out, and that was when I was moving out of Bulgaria, and I came back to the States. And stopped. Alright, Cal Sprigley.
A stranger, eh? You're the best thing that's happened to us all day.
Alright, what's going on, sir?
Our best hope is to get help from Combe, our neighbors. They will not let Archet fall to brigands.
Blackwolves tried to attack us this morning, but we drove them off. Combe is southwest of here, and not more than a short journey. They must bring their soldiers to Archet at once and help stave off the raid. Please make haste. I fear the Blackwolves mean to attack tonight. The road here is crawling with brigands. I pray you can make it safe for Combe. Alright. What does Will want us to do?
Can I speak with you a moment?
My dad and the other farmhands, they gave chase to the brigands after the attack on our farm. I don't think the brigands expected us to put much of a fight after they surprised us. There weren't many of them, but I never saw them act so bold afore today. Only problem is, they ain't back yet. They ran off to the east chasing the brigands into the woods. It was hours ago though, and I'm very worried. Could you go look for them and bring them back safe? I absolutely can. And if I'm not mistaken, that's where I need the tea anyway. The medicinal bilberries that Celandine wants me to get. For those of you who are just tuning into the stream as I get going here, I'm gonna get a drink of my coffee here. Oh yeah, man, D-Thirst, the blue line is epic. Yeah, Martok, the raids I apologize for my voice this morning. I'm still getting over being sick, and so I got some phlegm stuff. I haven't done raids for years in this game. Uh, we're probably gonna do some of them just for storyline purposes as we get going in March with the guild. Um, because I haven't done any since, like I said, since all the expanses were first coming out. Since then, I've always just played casually. Instances are a hell of a lot of fun. Um, and as you get set up with the guild and everything, we'll definitely, probably not until March, but we'll definitely be running instances, especially Martok. Um, yeah, you can run the book quests these days, the epic storyline. You could do those solo with the stone buff that you get and the hit points, but it's so much funner to do the book quests as they were meant to be done with a group. So whether it's a normal instance dungeon or doing the epic storyline quest with a group, oh, it's so good, and we're going to be doing that for sure as we get going in March. For those of you who are just tuning in, I'll just do the quick spiel. I'm Tim Anderson, aka Renfill. Welcome to the stream. If this is your first time tuning in, I haven't streamed LOTRO in a while, but LOTRO has been my main MMORPG for a lot of years. These past 6 months, I haven't played a lot of it because my brother and I were doing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and then we've been doing EverQuest 2 with our guild for the past few months since Thanksgiving. But we're about to wrap up EverQuest 2 towards the end of February, and as we get into March, we're going to be bringing the gaming community here to the Laurelland server. Actually, have an existing guild here, which I'm going to be getting my character into as we wrap up the instance here, the intro. If you want to follow along, if you want to join us, there's a link down below to the Discord channel. You can join the Discord, and then there's a LOTRO channel set up. You can find more information there and ask for a guild invite, a fellowship invite, and all that good stuff. And if this is your first time to the channel, feel free to subscribe, follow along. We'll be doing a lot more of these. Yesterday, I did a video with Chris. It was her first time playing LOTRO, so that video's up if you want to take a look at that. She's got a little hunter that she's testing, and then I've got a little guardian that I'm going to be leveling with her. But the main characters that I played on this server, which you can find in the rest of the LOTRO playlist, I've got a lore master and a minstrel here. And I also have the LOTRO cooking in real life show, which I haven't done a new episode for in a while, but we will be getting back into that since I have a hunter and a cook. And Dethirst, the Moria instances were some of the best in the game for sure, but there's just a lot of good content in this game for sure. Alright, I'll shut up now and get back to playing the game. Alright, there's some bilberries. Here's the other farmhand. Unfortunately, these farmhands seemed to have died. And there we go. I had to get facing the target. Another bilberry. I think the Moria instances are actually, even to this day, like if you do them on level, the Moria instances are some of the hardest in the game. They're pretty intense. Alright, well, we gotta go over here and find the body of the last hobbit. Or man. I guess we'll find out what it is, but it is Walt Wheatley's corpse. Oh, I got attacked. Probably gonna just have to deal with this one. Alright. Unfortunately, all of these farmhands appeared to be dead. Alright, Mando Mug, give me some go juice. And the best thing, I was telling Chris, something that she really appreciates is there's no swimming. Excuse me, there's no swimming in LOTRO. So she doesn't have to worry about drowning ever, because you can't go below the surface of the water in this game. Alright, let's go back. tell Will Wheatley what we've seen. Will Wheaton? No, Will Wheatley.
What can I do for you?
It cannot be. My poor father and the others. No, it cannot be. It cannot. Will is silent for a long moment, his eyes closed, but after a great pause he is roused. I will have my revenge upon these Blackwolds, or I will die trying. Archet will never fall to such murderous fiends. Alright, I'm probably going to take the honed dagger. Alright, let's go ahead and get this. Ooh, I got a new cloak, which will replace... No, it won't. The one I have is the starter cloak. But we're going to get this dagger here. And we're going to replace the side dagger. Now, one of these, I think it's this one. We're going to keep hold of that one. For appearances later on. I need to go check my ranger on, or my hunter on the Landroval server, because he's got a pair of curved Legolas daggers, and I need to remember where I got them so that I can keep an eye out for them on this character, because they are really cool. I'm pretty sure I got them in Lothlorien questing there, but it's been so long ago I need to go check and see. Alright, here we're going to go to Combe and beg for aid. Uh-oh, looks like I'm not going to be able to get into Combe, am I? Do you want the people of Combe to help you? The only gate is blocked. Archet is on its own now. You're afraid of the Blackwolds, ain't you? Best run home, little fool. Enjoy your day. It'll be your last. Well, that's not good. I better report this back to Cal Sprigley.
This cannot be. I must write to Brackenbrook at once.
Alright, here's a note for Brackenbrook. He knows my scroll. He'll believe you now. Alright, time to return. It absolutely is, meat hooks. I love this game. It's been pretty cool too to see so many, because I didn't realize we had so many people in our gaming community with the Raven Syndicate playing EverQuest 2. I didn't realize how many people hadn't ever played LOTRO before. So it's been really cool to see people getting into this and getting prepped for March. Because this is such a good game. And I gotta admit, it's also really cool that my wife is getting into MMORPGs finally. And as much fun as we've been having in EverQuest 2, like I'm ready. When she played LOTRO yesterday and she saw Strider and she was like, wait, I know this character. And I was like, yeah, that's the difference. Like EverQuest 2, you don't know anything. But here, you've watched the movies all those times. I mean, she's never read the books, but she at least knows the story and she knows the main characters. And she immediately latched on to Strider here in Archet, and that brought her into the game more. And then there's that first animation sequence you get, which has Gandalf speaking. So I can't wait to get her to Bree eventually and have her meet Gandalf, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right, let's get these rings.
This will do nicely. It gives me something to munch on for a bit, at least.
You brought me pork, or bacon, or perhaps sausage. It doesn't matter. I can make a little of each. Mundo weighs the parcel of meats in his hands. This is great. Alright, so we got a ring from him.
Lovely. This is sure to cheer on dear right up.
Give me a moment and I will steep the berries in some boiling water. Alright.
This tea will help dear feel better. I just know it.
It still reminds me of my grandma, who made this for me when I was under the weather, even though my grandma is long gone. You were such a dear to collect these berries for me, so I shan't be taking all the credit. Why don't you bring this nice brew to Amder so he can thank you for himself, and make sure he drinks it all up? Alright, Amder.
I thank you, but I have not the stomach to drink this now.
Aw. I will pretend to drink it. You must tell Kellandine I enjoyed her tea. Please, do not let her know that her kindness was wasted on me. Poor Amdir.
Did my tea perk him up? I knew it would.
Yes, he loved your tea. Alright. Got a couple of rings. Got some food. And a letter. Oh, that's the letter for Brockenbrook.
What have I done?
Oh, no worries about any help, Kodaka, but I appreciate the offer. I'm literally just kind of speed going through this with some voiceovers, and getting this character out so I can get him invited into the guild. As Brackenbrook reads the letter from Cal Sprickley, his face is blank. He reads it a second time, and only then does he look at you. I have been a fool. What have I done?
You cannot fathom just how wrong I have been.
I have trusted Calder Cobb and heeded his advice for a long time, even after my own son tried to warn me of his duplicity. My son John is a worthy hunter, but he has not set foot in this town for over 3 years. He will never forgive me for the things I said to him. What a fool I am. I told him he was not welcome in Archet until he stopped behaving like a jealous child. Now he and his hunters are our only hope. But what can I do? He does not deserve to be dragged deeper into my folly. Nay, Archet must withstand this storm without help. Dude, whatever. Let's see what Strider has to say.
Do not despair. You have done well.
Indeed, better than I could have done. You have earned Captain Brackenbrook's trust. You must appeal to his son John against his wishes. I must leave soon, and Archet will need all the help it can get, even if a father's pride is at stake. I am confident he will be able to bring the hunters in, give this town a fighting chance. In the meantime, I must make haste. Amdir assures me he just needs rest. Alright, so we gotta go appeal to John Brackenbrook against his father's wishes. And he is out of town a little bit. I don't know what that... I've had those a couple times now. It hiccups for a second. All the sound goes dead. Still some issues with LOTRO every once in a while. Wonder if there's a troubleshooting guide for that. I'm on the 64-bit client, so... Alright. Is it at level 20 you can choose a surname? Or level 10? I don't remember. But I gotta get my surname sorted out at some point. Alright, there's the hunting cabin. And I'm not going to do any crafting with this character. Like I said, this character is primarily, I'm just remaking my hunter here on this server. This is primarily going to be a character that I play with the guild groups, with the fellowship groups once we get going in March. But I've already got I've got max level, well not max level, but I've got like level 70 crafters. An armor, a weaponsmith, a woodworker, and a cook and farmer. So I'm not going to do anything with this character. And my brother has a leatherworker tailor, so... Alright, ask the exiled hunter to come to Archet's aid. Here's John Brackenbrook.
I presume you're here to bring me ill news from town.
I've been watching from the bounds. The skies have turned dark and fell, and there is a shadow of unrest over all of Archet, over men and beasts and trees alike. Let me guess, my father has not the wisdom to observe such things, so you heard of his exiled son and came to me for aid. Come then, out with it. I desire to hear what you have to tell.
Calder Cobb has shown his true colors at last.
I knew him to be evil-hearted, but my father is too trusting. He does not like to think ill of people. His blindness wounded me, but he is a good man. So, to answer your question, yes, I will come to Archet's aid, I and my fellows. I am a hunter and a skilled warrior, trained by my father and captain, and I would rather die than sit idly by while foul brigands crash upon decent peoples. Let us see what there is to see before the storm was upon us. While I gather my warriors and my weapons, you should sneak into the Blackwolves' roost and uncover their plan of attack for tonight. I could certainly do so. I love the light rays through the window, even though the window itself is not exactly up to par visually, art-wise, VFX-wise, but that light ray is pretty cool. Hello, Mr. Dragon. Alright. He wants us to thin their ranks and gather information about the raid. Can I take out the queen? Probably not yet. I better avoid her. I probably can't go up and around, can I? Nope, probably not. Alright, let's just go over here. Alright, we need to thin their ranks and find information about the intended raid. I do remember this, so I kind of know where to go. There's a package we have to pick up inside, but there are the plans right there. Alright, let's get one more of these bad guys. Back out we go. Bring the plans to John Brackenbrook. Little run through the marshes, as long as there are no mosquitoes, we'll be fine. I think I can probably take the queen out now. Let's try. Oh yeah, totally possible. Ooh, we got a husk. What is the husk for? It's a trophy. Oh, it's a quest. This quest has been restored for legendary servers. Okay. Markings on this Marshfly Queen are unlike any you've heard of before. Surely someone at the Hunter's Lodge would care to see it. Cool. Hang on, what am I getting stuck on here? Show the Marshfly Queen to someone at the Hunter's Lodge.
How can I be of service?
Well done, Renfair. This is a most peculiar find. Okay, so that's just a turn in. Interesting. There's plenty of brigands left for you, Martok. I didn't realize you were Vastir, so I think I just saluted you as I ran by.
Good work, my friend.
This will be a great boon to Archet. Now we will be able to counter their efforts with the proper strategy.
I believe there is hope for us yet. We only need a strategy.
Oh, how do I turn off my hat? I do remember there's a way to turn this off. There we go. Don't want to show my helmet. These folk from Angmar sound like evil foes, but at least we know what we're up against. The plans also show a map that points to the old east path, which is just near here. We all avoid that path save for Atli Spiderbane, a visitor from east of the Misty Mountains. Speak with Atli and learn what he can tell you about the path. We can then use it to our advantage if we manage to successfully scout it. I will do so. Ooh, what does this hunter want me to do? You should take some rest. I'm going to decline that for now, only because I know what that quest does. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for people, so I'm not going to do that quest. If you've never played the game before, that hunter I just talked to inside who wants you to use the bedroll to rest, you should definitely use the bedroll, because it has a really cool lore-based dream that I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so I don't actually want to show that on stream.
At your service.
I know about the old path east. There are spiders everywhere. When you kill one, another one takes its place. If we're to make use of the path at all, we should fight our way through and ensure that it's still blocked at the walls of Archet. Them spiders will do the work for us against the Black Wolves. And what the spiders don't deal with, we shall come over afore and behind with our axes and our blades, and we shall fall upon them like a mighty cave coming down. Alright. The east path is fraught with danger, but in that danger lies hope. Yeah, no worries, Martok. We'll probably end up wrapping up the intro at the same time, so whenever I get the other characters up and get my guy invited, get you an invite as well. Alright. I'm not going to kill any spiders at the moment. I'll kill them on the way out. Right now I'm just looking for the wall. Uh-oh. Alright. Dead Blackwold Scout. The Brigand Scout met his doom at the dead end on the old east path. Alright, I need one more spider. Okay, return to John Brockenbrook with the hopeful news they have not breached the wall. Spider webs, spider webs, spider webs, spider webs. Spider webs, spider webs. Alright. Can never trust a spider. Nasty creatures. Oh, I totally went the long way, didn't I? Herp derp. Alright, John, what are we doing?
A dead end will surely work in our favor.
brigands will be slowed, and they will have the spiders at their heels, and the hunters will come from behind with the soldiers' attack at the head. I will go to Archet to rally them and ready them for the storm that awaits tonight, and I will take your gray dyes, please. Quickly! Calder Cobb is making his move against Archet, and the wicked men of Angmar are letting him and the Black Wolves' strength. We must go to the town's defense at once. Return to me when you are prepared. Alright. This is the final quest in the introduction series. Before I do this, I need a quick bio, so I will be right back. Alright, let's finish this up. Alright. Are you ready to go? Warning, this quest is the final quest in the introduction. If you have any other quests underway, you should complete them now, as these quests will no longer be available after the introduction is completed. If you're running this for the first time, don't forget to do the bedroll quest behind me in the cabin.
John Brackenbrook and his hunters have reached the outskirts of Archet to find it already ablaze. A desperate struggle to save their village is about to begin. Hopefully, you have arrived in time.
What? Where? Oh, they're getting shot down. They have spotted us. We move now.
We have no time to lose.
Already the town burns. We only have a short time to rest here before they see that we have broken through the east wall. I fear that we are less safe by the moment. So follow John Brackenbrook.
We must save Ned.
Alright. Peg, where are you? I can't move. Amder's close by. He escaped the slaughter of the Badger. You have to help him. Defend the Badger. The Black Wolves want the Hobbit and the Captain. I saw something in the flames. You must save them. Uh-oh. Did Ned just die?
Archet must still be saved.
Otto's treachery and Calder Cobbs was just the beginning of this battle, I fear. We must find a way to the Mad Badger Inn. Peg has left us a way to the marketplace. Perhaps there's a way in through there. Follow me! Aw, man. I'm sorry, Peg. Can I mourn? We mourn the fate, Jailer Ned Pruner.
There are more up ahead.
Yeah, I'm coming, dude. Have some respect for the dead. I think I hear Chris. Chris might be awake. Perfect timing. Alright, Ned.
We must find my father before it's too late.
Alright, lead on, John. Chaos, fire, flame. These black-hearted fiends have laid waste to our town. I hope we're not too late.
Look, Hartley is ahead. All must not be lost. Well met, friend. Is the crafting hall safe?
A group of Blackwall enters that building yonder not long ago, John. Together, surely we can claim it. Look. Oh shit, we're getting attacked.
Although the mad badger burns, I still hold out hope.
Follow Atlee and me. We will defend what is left of this town to the death if we must. Oh, there's
Father,
Captain Bracken.
I knew you would survive.
I'm alive, son, but I grew weary from the fight. Does Archet fall now? I have been a fool. There is not time for blame. We must look only to defending those who need safety. I agree. I will guard the hobbits and the injured man.
They approach! Defend us!
Oh shit, where are they coming from? Oh, right there.
No more time for games. We come for the Ranger.
Oh shit. You've always been blind where I'm concerned, Captain, but perhaps you begin to understand me. All I know is that you betrayed your home and your peoples. You should be ashamed.
Enough talk. Amdir is now a servant of Mordor. Come, Dunedain. Yes, master.
No!
Calder Cobb, finish what you came to do.
Gladly. I now have the power in an orchard.
Father! No!
Well, that was, yeah, intense.
What misery has befallen us?
Archet burned, my father did, and the Ranger was taken by evil men, if men they can be called. All we can do is wait for the flames to die down. And with luck, we may begin to rebuild our poor town.
With the Black Wolves' attack foiled, the people of Archet have begun to rebuild. Yet not all hurts are so easily mended. The fate of the Ranger Amdir remains uncertain and may have dire consequences for Breland. But hope remains that he may yet be saved.
That is, in my opinion, one of the coolest introductions to the game. I really like this intro. Alright. Alas, that my father could not be saved. There's much to be done if we're to rebuild the town.
How can I be of service?
The loss of my father is a painful one, but my pain is no greater than any other here in Archet. The people have suffered. They regard you as a hero, and I agree with them. Without your quick thinking, we would have lost more lives. You were the one who faced down the evil men and drove them and many of the Black Wolves from the woods surrounding our town. We owe you much. It is good to know that the grim dark growing across the land will have such fierce adversaries as yourself. Alright. So, we just finished that. Got our recall to home. Got some mail. And he has the continuation, so... As we prepared for the Black Wolf assault, it stood at the defense of Archet. Many of the good folks of this town perished. Both within the gates and beyond. The battle was great, but in the end we defeated the brigands' onslaught. Some of the good men who were lost still remain unburied, but the people of the town have their hands full with their own great losses. It would be to our shame if those unburied bodies were dishonored by wild beasts. I would ask this one last favor of you. Seek out those poor men and grant them honor in death. Dirk Mudbrick fell at the sheep farm southwest of Archet, and Nate Whisperwood died defending the Hunter's Lodge, and Cal Sprickley's farmhand, Will Wheatley, perished in battle just to the west of Bronway's Folly. What? Will Wheatley died? Not cool. Well, that is officially the end. Morning, Mats. That is officially the end of the intro here of Archet, and now we're into the real world of LOTRO, which means I can get this character invited into the guild. So let me get the other account spun up. If you are following along and this is your first time tuning into the channel, or you are watching this after the fact, do me a solid. Go ahead and like the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get updates for future content in this series. And if you want to join us in Lord of the Rings Online, you absolutely can. We are on the Laurelin server, which is the RP server. It's the old European RP server, but it's based in the US now, the server. And we're going to be starting to play this with our gaming community late February, early March. We're still in EverQuest 2. We're not really playing LOTRO yet, although we have some people who have already started their characters. We're getting them into the guild, so on and so forth. Let me get over here. I get sidetracked here. We do have folks who are hanging out with us and already in the game and all that stuff. But we aren't officially starting yet. But you can come join us on the Laurelin server. It's a free-to-play server, so whether you're a VIP or a free-to-play person, if you want to come hang out with people, we're going to be doing a lot of role play. It's a very casual space. We may do some raiding later on this spring into the summertime, just for storylines purposes, but mostly we're just going to be hanging out. Alright, let me get my character. Where the hell is Arendelle on? Oh, he's in Moria. Alright. Oh, friendship. Oh, I didn't ever give this guy. I may have to do some sorting out with, I don't know that I ever gave him. Officer status. In which case I may need to do it really quick with this character. So that's what we're going to be sorting out for the next few minutes on the stream here. We are going to be wrapping up here once I get the character into the guild and everything else. And I heard Chris, she's awake now, so we'll probably be streaming EverQuest 2 here in a little bit. Unless she wants to play LOTRO this morning. I don't know what she wants to play this morning. So once she decides what she wants to do... Ah, this character does have. Alright, perfect. Alright. Yep. Alright, so we've got Renfield into the guild. Submission accomplished for this morning. Go ahead and exit game here on that tune. And Vaster is here. I need to get Vaster invited as well. And I just logged out that character. Give me 2 seconds. Here, Vaster, I'm gonna get switched over to my Hobbit, and I'll get you invited into the guild. What is? It's not tells in this game. Bastir. All right. Alright, I think Donovan is actually sitting outside the front of our guild hall, which is in the Shire. Our kinship hall, our kin hall, kin house. We have a cool little hobbit home, which I can show everybody on the stream as we get wrapped up here. Do, 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 do. And I think I just paid the upkeep like a couple weeks back, so we should be good for another few months. All right. Donovan Baranduin. All right, this should be your invite. Steer. Promote. I need to find all folks. Run fail. Promote. Promote. Need to promote Aaron Deal as well. Alright. Get everybody promoted that I missed. Alright. Here's the guild hall, by the way, for those of you who want to come hang out in the kinship hall. My brother and I were starting to get this place fully decorated a few months ago, and I don't know that we've done anything in a while. But we've got a little bit of nice little homey place. This needs a lot more work. This is the main hall. But we started. So I was doing the Bingo Boffins or whatever it is, his map quests. I got to finish those because I've only got like 3 or 4 of his maps. But we're basically lining all of these. We're lining this place with the maps. And then we got a Gondorian workbench in here for our crafters. And then I can't remember. I haven't been in here in a while. There's downstairs some stuff down here. This is a really cool thing. So we've got the destroyed model of Minas Tirith here, and I'm pretty sure the regular model is downstairs, I think. Or maybe it's in my brother's house. I forget. Yeah. Got some cool music in the kin hall. All right, well, that's going to be a wrap for today's session, everybody. We successfully completed the Hunter introduction quest, getting the Hunter through Archet. We got him out, so hopefully you enjoyed that. If you do, again, for those of you who are tuning in live now, or if you're watching this later on, if you want to come join us, we are on the Laurelland server. Which you can join us free to play, or if you're VIP, it's all good. We are going to be starting to play in late February, early March is when we're going to be starting to play a little more regularly. Right now, it's just people getting started, testing characters, etc., because we're still playing EverQuest 2 throughout the month of February. But if you want to join, Discord links are down below, and you can find the LOTRO channel in our Discord server, and you can talk to folks there, ask for an invite, all those good things, and go from there. And if you're the first time viewer, thank you so much for tuning in today. Long-term supporters, thank you again for your support, for tuning in. If you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get updates for future content. Check out the playlists below. I have a big LOTRO playlist with a couple hundred videos. There's also the LOTRO Cooking in Real Life show where my wife and I, where Chris and I have gone and done recipes from LOTRO as well as the Lord of the Rings books and put them here on YouTube, so you can check that out as well. We're going to be doing some new episodes soonish, I think, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll probably be streaming later again today. Chris is, I heard her, she's getting coffee. I don't know what she wants to do this morning, but we should be streaming at some point later on this morning. I don't know if it'll be LOTRO or EverQuest 2, so either way, stay tuned for that. We'll have a link up in Discord once we know what we're doing. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Welcome to the guild, Martok /Fast here. Everybody else who hung out today. Gila, thanks. Jur for P99. Kodaka, D-Thirst, Meat Hooks. Thanks everybody in chat. Mr. Dragon. Thanks everybody. We'll see you in the next stream or in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. I gotta go find some breakfast now. Like a hobbit, I am hungry, and my 2 cups of coffee have done nothing to appease that hunger, so it's time for food. See you later, everybody.